I spent over 30 years working in banking, working primarily as a credit officer and then managing a private banking department.
My primary focus was raising my two boys, and my passion is mentoring young women, working with children, and volunteering, Christ Kitchen, my church, Youth for Christ, and Young Life.
I came to commit my life to Christ at a fairly late in life, at my late 30s. I've always felt, even prior to committing my life to Christ, a pull to go to Africa.
He said to me, if I become a Christian, I know I'm going to go to Africa. And I said, Africa? Well, that's the last place that I want to go. I'm not going to pray for your salvation. So that was my attitude about the mission field.
You know, for probably 10 or 20 years after I committed my life to Christ, I really felt I wanted to do something more than just my vocation, my career, to serve Him. But I didn't see how a banker could use his or her talents in ministry in any way. I just didn't see how that fit.
Bill thought, what could a banker do on the mission field? And so he started questioning friends and connected with Keith Davis, and Keith was the instrument God used in our lives to bring us to Ethiopia.
The rest is history. About 11 years ago, I connected with a nonprofit here in Spokane, and that nonprofit is made up of business people, Christian business people, who work on under-resourced projects in conjunction with the church in developing countries. We located a church in southern Ethiopia, and after meeting with the church leaders, found that one of their needs was microfinance, micro-banking, micro-lending. And because of my banking experience, I saw a real connection there for me to get involved. And so for the last 10 years, Colleen and I have been heavily involved in supporting a project in southern Ethiopia with the evangelical church there.
When we first started, I wasn't terribly excited about it. My first couple times to Ethiopia were very stressful, and I wasn't sure I wanted to be involved in the ministry. And God changed my heart. I think the Lord caused me to step outside myself and to view them as He views them.
The project we're involved with in southern Ethiopia is called Letta Microfinance Institution, and it's one of about 30 microfinance organizations in Ethiopia, and we work very close with the evangelical church in that area, making very small loans. And actually Letta is owned and operated by Ethiopians. Our nonprofit here in the U.S. supports them with funding and with business advisory services that supports them and enables them to grow to the point where now they are a sustainable operation. Currently we have about 1,200 clients in the program, and that's exciting for me to have seen it grow from originally 43 clients 10 years ago.
I've been to Ethiopia 9 times, and we've probably led maybe 7 vision trips over the years, where we take people from the community and introduce them to a developing country. And we spend time with the women in their little mud huts, and they share with us what business that they're in and how the loans have impacted their families, and how they're able now to send their daughters to school, whereas before they weren't able to because they didn't have enough money, and how it's brought the husband and wife together as one. And oftentimes the husband is involved in the business as well as the woman who took out the loans. It's real important, I think, that in ministry that you develop a relationship with the people so you have credibility. They know that they can trust. They know you'll come back and that you're praying for them. We consider Ethiopia our second home, and our friends over there, they're part of our family. So they're very important to us.
I think both Colleen and I would say that this has just been a gift that God laid in our laps. It has not been without its challenges, dealing cross-culturally, but also I can say that the rewards far outweigh any negatives that we've run into.
Both Bill and I wanted our retirement years to matter, to count for something. Bathe yourself in Scripture, and you'll probably realize that God's call on our life doesn't end when we retire. He has a future and a plan for us, is what His Word says. And I believe that if you start talking with your friends, you start putting it out there that you're interested, that God will honor that desire of your heart, and He will bring you, as He did Bill, in touch with the right people.
All right, so what next for you guys?
Well, about 10 months ago, Colleen and I sold our home of 35 years, got rid of a lot of our stuff. We're renting right now, and God has called us to go to Ethiopia and spend more time there, work more on Letta Microfinance Institution with them. And who knows how long God will keep us there, but we are remaining open to what He has for us. So we're just excited as this process has moved on over the past 10 years. God seems to keep having something there for us.
I think it's been rich as far as our marriage goes. We have something that we love and that we share together, and I'm very grateful.